What up, Sean? Welcome back. Welcome back to Learn Young, Learn Fair podcast. Uh, man, we are so excited to be back. I think we have a good roll going. We do have to figure out times. And we promise to get more consistent when we're going to drop new videos and when we're going to drop shorts. But thank you guys for rocking with us. If you are seeing this, please like and subscribe. With that being said, Sean, what's on your mind, bro? What's good?
Randolph, baby, we back, baby. We back. Man, yeah, we had a couple of days off, We ain't been let's just use for a lack of a better term, man. We was bullshitting. Man, listen, if you know me, you know I don't sugarcoat shit. I call it like, hey, and I can attest, at least I was. Because some days I would be ready to do it. And then some days I'm like, man, this ain't hitting on shit, man. Ain't nobody listening to this. But then some people did start listening to it and actually like giving me feedback, like, okay, as long as it gets to one person, that's enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. So people are starting to support it. And anything that you're doing, if it comes it probably ain't gonna be worth it. So this is we trying to build something here. We trying to build something. So, you know, few of the reasons that we ain't been on here is life be life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like life be like everybody goes through shit in life. You know
For
what I mean?
sure.
Like everybody has, this ain't my this ain't our jobs right here right now. We still got kids, we still got mortgages, and sometimes shit get in the way. You know what I'm saying? Just like regular life. So
Yeah.
past, since we last spoke, like my daughter's coming to me more, asking questions. I done got my daughter more involved in my side of the family. Now she's excited about knowing who this person is, who that person is. Cause we had kind of strained relationship. She's talking to her grandmother. And I'm like, well, it feels so good when you have kids and they get in, you go through a divorce or whatever, and they get to see actions behind all the words that you said, about, oh, these people love you, they ask about you, and then when they talk to them, like, Abby, hey, I'm your auntie, hey, and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
dad wasn't lying. Like, yeah, so you have, like, imagine feeling like I've received all the love I'm ever gonna receive, and then you get another whole wave of love, just, you know what I'm saying, like genuine
Yeah.
love thrown at you, like, oh shit, yeah, like that's a good feeling. So she called me like 2, 3 in the morning. She's 5 to 7 hours behind me. So
Yeah.
my kids call, dad gets up. They know dad got to get up early in the morning anyway. So he probably about to get up anyway. So
Hmm.
they call, and it's now my mind is like, not, damn, man, I'm sleeping. Hold on, my kids might need something. I don't want
Yeah.
to let this be the call I miss when they come to some type of decision and they ain't got no outlet to talk
No
to make,
guidance. Yeah.
no, like, shit, I got to make this decision. Okay, sign for it. Like, I don't want to not get to be like, oh damn, I wish I would have talked. I called you. Then, you know what I'm saying? It's on me.
Yeah.
Then I would feel
No.
like, damn, it's on me. So,
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
and along those guidelines of life be lifing, but God always stepping. It's just like the other day, along the lines of learn young, learn fair. I wish I'd have learned this about life a long time ago. It's like only accepting what you like, what you want in your life. Like you don't have
Hmm.
to accept something just because they offering that.
Okay. Give example.
If you was raising you, or if you could, how would you treat you? Right? How would you treat yourself? Would you lie to yourself? Would you cheat on yourself? Would you beat yourself? Would you poison yourself? Would you do any of those things to yourself? Right?
Hmm.
Or how would you treat you in a relationship? Well, if it was me, I would talk to him like this. I would show him
Correct.
affection like this. Or a work relationship. I don't like being yelled at, talk to, right? If you wouldn't do that to you, and whatever that standard is that you say is going to be, That needs to be the only standard you allow people in your life to approach you or handle you with. Because if I wouldn't cuss at me, why would I let you cuss at me? If I wouldn't do it to
Now,
myself.
I'm going to go two-sided to that, though, because somebody may not know how you would treat yourself. So I would say initially you need to communicate the level of respect you are, right? So I may not know that, hey.
You might not know, but if it happens, I need to address it then and there, because you're going to keep doing it. It's going to bother me if I don't say something.
Right.
So don't accept anything and hold yourself to the highest regards that you would want to be treated. And then you only allow that into your life. The other morning, my daughter called me, 6:30. Dad, I saw this female I think you might like. I'm like, oh, okay.
Here we I already know where this is going.
You found a female you think your dad might like. So I was curious to see what kind of woman it is that you think your dad likes.
Yeah.
So what kind of woman you think your dad go for? Well, she's light skinned, and I'm like, all right, that's already. I don't like, no disrespect. You got to be dark. I'm already light. You can't get no lighter than me. We don't need to say.
Hold on, pause for a second. Now let me say this. Everybody has their own preferences, and we're going to get into preferences. And I believe everybody has the ability and should have preferences, right? As you were determining somebody that you want to be with, if you're in the dating world, you should have some things. Hey, I'm looking for a guy who has a job, who's kind, who's chivalrous, who's whatever. You should have your own preferences.
And
so if your preferences are, I only want to date a dark-skinned black woman. Now, I think it's two-sided. There's a thing about preferences, right? Hey, this is what I would like, but there's also a part of shutting that off. And I'm gonna let you keep going.
I wasn't shutting it off. I was just like, all right, that's not my, but okay, that's not my preference. But if everything else goes, I can overlook something like that. I don't care about, oh man, I would never date no Asian woman. Like, okay, that's not what my physical attraction is right off front, but we get to talking and vibing and like, hey, I learned, hey, cool. But my preference is some type of little bit of color, pigment, little bit, like I'm already white.
So you like dark-skinned women?
Not even dark skin, just darker than me.
So okay, when she said light skin, what did she meant? White lady?
Like my daughter is like Abby's like. Yeah. So she like my skin, because I'm like that we the same damn complexion. I needed a little bit. Your mother ain't that complexion, is she? So why you like something along those? So she light skin. I said okay, keep going. She got 4 kids. I said let me stop you right there. I said, sweetie. So, yeah, that ain't that. Your dad's not rocking with a ready-made family with 4 kids, because.
All right, hold on. Let me pause you. Now you're 45, and I say this to say that most women about your age. Well, let me ask you real quick. What is kind of your age range? What is the highest, lowest? And again, assuming that, what's the
I ain't got no age range, really. I can't put a number on it, but like, you can't be like 67 to 60. Like, you can't be the same age as my mama.
Okay, let's go the opposite. Like, would you date a 25-year-old?
Bro, 25 is tough. Because I got kids, and I'm like, shit would feel real weird dating somebody, my daughter, you know what I mean? Like, that would be. So I would say probably 32, 31 with maturity, like that.
Perfect. So somewhere between there to your age, most women, not all, and I'm not going to say, so I am never going to discount what God may have for your life or what God may bring to your life. And I'm not going to say that there are not women, and I know women that are our age that do not have kids.
I know some too.
But I will say that it's few and far between.
Oh,
there are not a lot of 40-year-old women
chick with no kids.
Yeah,
but then you gotta ask yourself, why you ain't got no kids?
So and that's so. My question would be, at 45, assuming you're dating somebody about your age, or you see interest in somebody about your age, whether that be dating site, somebody. What would be what are you comfortable with in terms of kids?
They got to be out the house.
Okay.
Like, so I'm looking at what I have, right? I'm looking at what I have as far as going on in life. Right?
Mm-hmm.
No kids live here. I don't have to go to daycare. I don't have to get diapers. I don't have to do. I don't want to do that at 45.
Now, okay, you just said that. Or would you want kids of your own?
Yes, I want my own kids with the
Okay.
woman who doesn't have. I want my own. If I'm still
Okay.
able to have my own, my preference is not to have someone else's.
So you would not be and let's ask. I'm asking to what level? Lady has one kid. Let's say 5. Is that
Nope.
no? I
Nope.
can't do it. No matter.
No.
So any kids
Nope.
in the house, you can't do it.
I don't want to do it. I didn't say I can't. I don't
No.
want
I'm saying, is that a deal? Is that a negotiable like skin color, or is that a deal breaker? No way. I'm not doing anybody with any kids in the house.
I'm not. Put it like this. I don't know what God has for me. He may want me to
That's a
marry a
good point.
woman who has a
That's a
kid.
good point.
But if you're asking me, God, if you're asking me what I want, I'm telling you, I don't want that. But if you give that to me, then I will know
Yeah,
that, okay. But
and
if I get to pick, I'm not picking no kids.
Okay. Let me say, because obviously, in matters of love, especially when it's something you prayed for, I don't think you can limit yourself, but I think you can have preferences, right? So there's
That's all
no
I'm
telling
saying. I
that
got a
if you
preference.
meet somebody and you started vibing and oh shit, they have kids, but man, I think she's
Right,
beautiful and I
then
think she's
cool. Then
who knows,
yeah,
who knows?
but off
Okay,
rip, no. You know, like off
okay,
rip, my mind's already shut down to the, you know what I mean? Like, no. But let's say she one of them women who I won't reveal my kid or anything till I get to know you or something like that, right? And then, but it's like, damn, I'm so deep into this woman. You got a 6-year-old and say, oh man, I really like you. I tell you what, let me meet the kid. You know what?
okay, yeah,
Let me meet the kid. Let me see. All right, now let me see behind the curtain. What goes on with this kid? Like,
yeah.
what? Okay.
I,
All right, you know what? I can rock
and
with
I'll
that.
be honest, and I respect how this is hard. And this is going to sound a little, well, again, preference, obviously. And again, I want to caveat: I am married. I'm not in the field. But I understand your viewpoint because I would say, I would have a hard time with that as well, especially. And this is going to sound bad or weird. But allow me to explain because I think you'll understand, especially with an active dad for
It's
for
tough.
the other person, because I don't want, as weird as it sounds, I don't want anybody else having influence into my house. I don't want
Exactly.
anybody dictating what's happening in my house. So I'd almost feel better if it was a deadbeat dad versus it being a dad who's active and hey, why's my son not in bed? Hey, why's my son not?
Yeah, I don't want to
I
deal
don't
with
want
exactly.
anybody else dictating what's going
That's
on in
what
my
I'm
house.
saying. I don't want to have to deal with that in my house.
Yeah.
So now I know a dude who married a chick who had a kid, and their relationship is like awesome. You know, like that. But you see some where, man, that's my stepdad. There's no like, oh man,
Yeah.
but if you get that one with like, oh man, this is like my own son. Like like that's, he calls you dad because he knows you as dad. But like,
Yeah.
I've seen some stepdad relationships where it's like, man, I hate that. Like, you want to be in the house with that for 14 years? I don't
Yeah.
want that. I don't
Okay.
want that. So if I could pick my own, now if you hate me as my own, then all right, we could deal with that. But go to your dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to deal with that nonsense.
Okay. So what did you take from the woman that your daughter thought you should be dating?
Okay, so I said, "Oh, sweetie, let me stop you right there." So
Mm-hmm.
she was like, "But you said you wanted more kids." So what if God's blessing you right now with this lady with 4 kids? I said, "Sweetie, when I pray for a wife, I don't never say I want 4 kids and a 3-year-old in the car. Like, I don't want that. So I'm not even
Okay.
entertaining that." And then she was like, "Oh yeah, and she's on social media a lot. Like, she had like 2,000 posts." And I'm like,
Oh, what's your
that's
thoughts on
another
that?
one of
Oh,
my things.
okay. I'm I'm gonna go 2 ways with it. If you have an interest that you're posting, I would have no. And again, I'm talking Kelvin, right? Sean, you have your own preferences and you're your own person. I would have no issue with that. Where I would have issue is if it is something where, and I'm just gonna be blunt here. You got your ass out, you got your boot, your titties
It
out.
ain't it ain't
That
even that, right?
I wouldn't be.
Because
But if
I
you
probably met you through Facebook because you was dressed like that, right? I'm talking
right,
about you on social media so much that shit ain't getting done that needs to get done.
yeah, and I only say this to say, like, let's just say you enjoy cooking and you're on social media and you're showing cooking, or you're a photographer and you show like
Yeah.
that, I wouldn't have an issue with.
But if you
But
on there laying on the couch all day doing nothing but scrolling and posting, it's like, yo, what could we have accomplished today besides doing this all day, every day?
I will say, like everything, and I think we don't talk enough about this. There is a lot more in this world that is addictive than just drugs, right? We think about addiction and we think about drugs. People posting on social media and likes, that can be addicting. You know what I'm saying? That validation can be addicting, and then people start chasing it. People start craving it. We talk about different foods. Fast food can be addicting. Working out, if you're on the opposite, can be addicting. There's some good addictions too, but
Gambling,
where
all
I
that shit
would be
is,
concerned,
all this, yeah.
where I'd be concerned is if you are, like you said, to a point where you're posting or you're so caught up in your social media that it is one of your primary priorities for a day. Yeah, that's when it probably gets to a point where it would be at least an issue.
Or if I text you and you still scrolling social media and ain't respond, like hold on, like hold on. Like if we in a relationship, I text you, if I call you and you like I'm still, or I'm talking to you, we in the house, I'm talking to you, and you just yeah, like that ain't gonna work for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I
just
was
so
go ahead.
I'm glad that see, my daughter didn't know what kind of so once
Mhm.
I started explaining her why, it's like, oh, so if she ever comes across another female, it'll be like, nah, my dad wouldn't like this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because my son is 28. So
Hmm.
even though it's a 17-year gap, he still sees the way of the world of women, and I like, so he's single, he ain't married enough, so he's out there too navigating all this shit. My daughter's
Right.
married, so I gave it to her and I said, would you be married to your husband if you met him and he had 4 kids for 3 different women and one of them was 3 years old? Would you do it?
But that's a little, I'm only going in her defense, that's a little bit different because she is younger, right? I think there are, if I did have to join the dating world now, my expectation would be, and this is just me being honest, I'm going to say at 45, if I was to divorce, God please, I hope not. But if I was to divorce and had to re-enter the dating world, my expectation would be that most women are going to have baggage at 45. At 20, that wouldn't have been as much of my expectation would have been more personality, yada yada yada. Now it is, what baggage am I willing to accept? Because most people at 45, whatever it is, stuck in your ways, kids, yada yada yada. Whatever it is, most people at 45 have something.
But that don't mean I got to accept it.
No,
And
it's
I'm
100%.
not gonna let anybody make me feel bad for if I say I don't want a woman with kids. It's my preference. And
Yeah,
yet you might
100.
say, well, damn, man, you just gonna be single. Okay, why you worried about it? I
The
got
only
this.
thing I would say is, to your point, and you already made this point, is I don't think you can shut down what God may have for you
Yeah, I'm
and
not
may want
shutting
for
it
you.
down. Let me repeat. I'm not saying I don't do, but if you're asking me, but if that situation happens, then I'm open to that. But I'm not going
Yeah,
out looking for that. I'm not like
yeah,
searching who got the 4 kids. That's what I want. Like, no, I'm not going looking for that.
yeah.
What you look for is what you will find. I'm looking for the level-headed, calm, collective, sexy, beautiful, funny, single, not married, no kid. I'm looking for that. So I'm only looking in places that could be.
Okay.
I'm not. If I go looking for the chick with the 4 kids, I'm going to find her. Now, that woman that I'm looking for, everybody's looking for that. But sometimes they settle for that. That's how you got 3 and 4 different baby fathers. Because some dudes say, I'll take it. 2. Who the hell wants to be baby daddy number 3?
I'm not going, maybe somebody
Who wants to
that
be
doesn't
baby
mind.
daddy number 3?
I'm gonna say this. I think for some people that may be less of a priority, right? That may not be as big of a concern. Now, I don't think anybody is saying I'm looking for a girl who got 2 other baby daddies, but they may say, that's not a big deal to me. Like you said, hey, as long as I get along with the kids or whatever the case may be. That may not be as high on their priority or their cut list as it may be
Right.
for other
But
people.
check it though. The odds of a woman on her 4th baby daddy finding a husband are fucking slim, bro.
Yeah.
A dude to actually take, like, you got to ask yourself, and it's not bashing women, but even as a woman, ask yourself, why would you date a dude with 4 kids from 4 different women, no job, like, why would you do that to yourself? All right?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Same thing as if you are up here, why would you settle? Nothing wrong with that guy who's got 4 kids, but is that where you want your life to go, in that direction? Like, or are you trying to be like, hey, I need to elevate to the next level? In order to get to the next level in life, you got to go where those people are at.
Yeah.
You have to go to talk to like-minded individuals. You never take advice from someone about life whose life you don't want.
Yeah. Now let me ask. So, based off of your preference list, right? And we talked about going where those people may be. Where do you think those type of women may be? Where are some places that you think, like, if I'm looking for somebody again around my age, got herself together and use that in whatever
I
general
don't
terms.
think there's a certain place, man. It's like, I don't think there's a certain place that only certain stuff happens, right? Like everyday walks of life. You can meet somebody at the gas station, the bank, the library, sitting at a red light, going inside Walmart. If God puts that person in your path, but I'm not going to go, hey, man, Saturday night at the lounges, all the single women be there. Like, all right, they all say they're single. Now you got to delve through all the back. But if God puts that person in, like, everybody's out the way. I put you at this Walmart at this exact time because you asked for that wife, or you asked for that husband, or hey, maybe you asked for a new job promotion. I'm putting you in line with that person who is about to hire you. Like, you never know. So I don't go and say Saturday nights no. So I don't know where they're at, but everywhere I'm at, I'm looking.
Now, do you think now you are ready to have a wife?
Oh, 100%. Like, bro, getting married at 21, bro, that's fucking tough. I don't care who you are or how mature you think you are. Like, married at 21 with kids, and you still trying to figure the adult world out. You've been an adult for 3 years. Like, no one discusses that big difference between adulthood to right before pre whatever you want to call it. Like, hey, well, I'm a grown up. Like, I joined the military, or I got a job, I got my own place. Like, you getting hit with a bunch of shit that you didn't. Mom and dad took care of all that shit at the house. Now it's on you.
Yeah, and the thing is, I got married young. Both of my sons got married young. And I think when you get married young, there are things you're still finding yourself, right? I got married at 20. I don't even know, and we talked about this in a previous episode. I don't even know who I am at this point. I don't know what I like. I don't know, what type of person I'm going to be. I don't know my true preferences. You see somebody at that age, you're reacting much more to attractiveness than you are to likes, wants. And like I said, at 45, I would say, and I'm not saying attractiveness is not a big deal. I think
it's up there. Like, it's still up there, though. It's still up there.
But yeah, attractiveness is still. I absolutely want to be attracted to my wife. I would say that threshold of attractiveness is probably different. And then it is also, there are things to me right now at 45, there are things that are priorities over attractiveness in terms of if I was on that dating scene. By being able to get along, communicate, hang out with you, being a person that I am excited to come home.
I want to date my wife.
Damn, I can't wait to get home to talk to my baby. I can't wait to tell her about my day. Hard day. Damn, but at least I'm going home.
I got my baby at the house.
Yeah.
That.
That is bigger to me than, oh, she got a fat ass. She got,
Whatever. Yeah.
I think it is, and let me say this, just to clarify, and again, Tim, in my heart, I believe my wife is very attractive, but I think it's so much more than that. At 20, that was the end all be all. If you were attractive, I didn't care if you didn't have any personality.
We didn't vibe. Pick you up in my car. I'll buy you something to eat. Nowadays,
yes,
what?
Yeah.
No, man.
Now,
I'm doing that at 45.
If I saw what I thought was an absolute 10 knockout, damn, shorty bad, and we talked, and I'm like, oh damn, I can't rock with you.
I can't rock with you no more. That's so. That is becoming, leveling up in life, like
more mature. Man,
you're more mature now. Because I'll be the first to tell you, man. 2020. I mean, after I got divorced, man, I was out there. But I look back now. You was not
looking for a wife.
Buddy, when I got some stories, but when I look back now at what I was going through in them 20s, I'm not finna put my business out here in case my wife's listening, but just know now at 45, I'm not rocking like that, man. Like
you said this. You said, hey, you're not. So you're at a point, and this becomes weird too. And I'm at a personal, in-depth question, right? Previous podcast, you said, hey, I'm not looking for a one-night stand. But you're still a man who has urges. Let's just be real with each other, right? Has
100%.
urges, right? Hey, every now and then you're like, oh man, I really would like to get one off. You don't have right now, are you saying the next person I sleep with is going to be somebody I view as a potential wife? Or are you saying that your urge might sneak up one night?
Let me get it out, all right? So you just gonna put my shit all in the street. Huh?
Let's go.
Okay. All right. You want to play? Let's play. So, yes, I'm a man, and yeah, I get urges, and I'm gonna be real. I got, I don't even want to say this shit. I swing the bat. You know what I'm saying? I'll swing the bat. See, hey man, maybe I hit a home run real quick, or I need a hit. You know what I'm saying? I need a hit. So,
right.
But it'd be like I'll be in the middle of swinging the bat, and then I get this little tap on my shoulder, and it's like, didn't you ask me for a wife?
Yeah.
Why? How you think I'm gonna give you a wife and you ain't waiting on me? You that ain't your wife. That's why she ain't responding, or that's why. And I'm like, let me just stop swinging and let you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it like in my life, past 5-6 years. Well, I say the whole life. I just never checked the stats, but he been batting 1,000 for me.
Right.
Like he been every time he come through. Every time, everything I've asked for the past 5-6 years. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got everything that I asked for. I got. Later on, we can get into that. But so I'm like,
yeah.
Why are you doubting it again? If he says she coming, you got to let something go in your life in order to receive this, because this. Hey, I'm bringing you somebody. Well, you know how it feels to get something from God, because you know it's real. You know what I'm saying? Right. Hey, God don't play. This is, because some shit you just can't explain. Like you see somebody so blessed or so like how that, man, that's God. Like I can't explain. Like so when you get something like that. He ain't just gonna give that to you. You got to be ready for that, because it's serious. So yeah, I get that urge. Hell yeah, I get that urge, and and I swing the bat, but the bat never, like I never make contact.
Okay.
But then when I do make contact, I'll be like, I might have set that shit back 6 months.
Yeah.
Like I might have set back my wife and that new kid that I want, and not new kid that I want, like another child. I mean, not say my kids might be listening. That other child, that family, that second chance and shit. Like, hey, I love my kids. And part of the reason I went and bought a house is my kids will always have somewhere to come back home to. That's the least I could do for you. Like, hey, because life is hard. I understand life is hard. Sometimes you got to come back and regroup, especially when you're going at this shit young. 21, 22. Hey, that's it.
And
no shame, no nothing. Ain't nothing wrong. Come on home. But the thing is, you're not going to come home and get lazy and lay on the couch like, no, hey, Monday morning,
let's get something in action.
Let's get something in action because you got to get back out there. You ain't finna let life win. When you 35 on your mama's couch, life done, and you've been there 12 years, life done whooped your ass, man. I call it like it is. Life, you let life beat you. There's life outside that door, man. Go out there, try again. You fail again, fuck it. Try again. You got to keep trying.
And that's the thing. I'll say the same, right? I hope that in whatever I've been able to do, any success, failures I've had, that the one very simple statement I have that if I have a place to lay my head, my kids always have a place to lay their head, right? And hopefully that safety net allows them to take some risk, allows them to, because every successful person that you know, and I mean uber successful, took some risks. And the bad part for us, and I'm going to include myself in this, those people in the middle, those people that are, and I'm going to say truly, let me not in any way make it seem like I don't give thanks to God. I live and have a very good life, but not necessarily doing everything that I would want to do, that I would have dreamed for myself. A lot of those people in the middle have stopped taking risks. You've just, I've just conformed, and this is what it is, and I'm comfortable. The uber successful, the uber rich, have jumped out and taken risks. I hope my kids do take risks, and if it doesn't work out, you have a safety net. You have something you're not falling all the way down. You may fall down a little bit, but you have a safety net. Hey, like you said, come on back home.
Yeah, you got to come live with dad. Like, damn, I don't really like living with him. He get up early. He be making noise in the morning. Hey, I'm gonna make it real uncomfortable around here for you.
Yeah, you're still in my house, but it is a safety net. If you do want to jump out there and take a risk, my son does music. If he wants to go all in and really, hey, I'm putting my all into becoming a music artist. I'm quitting work. And like I said, if you want to do that, cool. My only thing is go at it full, go at it 100%, go at it with your all. And like I said, if you fall down, you're not going to fall all the way. You got a safety net. Let's pick you back up and let's go back at it again.
And the crazy part is, man, like those people are, that do it have, like, in the Bible it says, like, the most used phrase in the Bible is do not fear, right?
Right.
Do not fear. And the main reason people don't go after their dreams is fear. But it's hey, do not fear. Try that thing. Try it. What if it works? What if it works? How happy would you be if it worked?
Yeah.
But you won't even try to see if it will. That's crazy to me, man. Like, something that makes you so happy, and you won't try. Like, oh man, that's a beautiful woman over there, man. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
That's your wife, and you won't. That could be the next 30 years of the best part of your life, and you won't even try. What's the worst that can happen?
We've talked about this 100 times. My biggest fear in life, and I am and I'm not going to go deep into this, but I have a big fear of death, right? But my biggest fear with death is, and I don't know what the check-in process is, and let me say, I hope and pray that my name is on the rolls. But my biggest fear with death is that the check-in process includes God saying, hey, you got your check-in with the big man. Hey, let's sit down and let's open that book. And this is what meant, like you said. Hey, you remember that girl that you saw that you thought was cute? Man, that was supposed to be your wife. Man, y'all was supposed to have 3 kids. You remember that time? And let me say this, and you kind of tapped on this or touched on this a little bit. I have a horrible conscience, which means to me that, hey, man, I'm probably tapped in with the Holy Spirit, and the big man guides me when he needs to guide me, right? If I'm doing something wrong, like you said, hey, sleeping with I man, that guy, man, if I do something I'm not supposed to be doing, the
Yeah,
feeling I get
instantly. I feel
kills
it
me.
instantly. Yeah, right away.
So when the big man in check-in day is like, man, you remember that feeling you got? You were supposed to go left. My biggest fear is the conversation of what he wanted my life to be and where that would have went. More
Oh,
than, dang, hey man, you settled there, but you were supposed to be, and I don't know this, and I'm gonna play make believe for a little bit, but you were supposed to be this big time athlete, this big time sports anchor, this big time, what, and it's not even
whatever
about
your
money,
dream was, like whatever your dream,
but
like
you were
that
supposed to
itch
do
you kept
something.
getting. Yeah.
Yes, you were supposed to do something completely different. That's my that's part of death is my biggest fear. My biggest fear is that conversation of man, this is that feeling you got, that thing that you did not act on. Man, that was me, man. I was trying to holler at you. I was
Man,
trying to tell you.
man, boy, that would hurt, man. That would hurt because two things I'm gonna say. I seen a dude. He was giving like some type of conference, some type of Q&A with the crowd, and one of the crowd members asked him, "How do you know what your gift is?" All right, and he said,
Mhm.
"Man, that's real simple. Whatever it is that you do so effortlessly that other people have a hard time doing." He
Yes.
said, "For me, it's talking. Like some people get stage fright, can't,
Yeah.
don't want to talk in front of people, can do all the work." He said, in fifth grade, it was a group project, and the one girl said, "I don't like to talk to people, but I'll do the work." And I was like, "Well, I don't like to work. I like to talk to people. Bet we got an A." So, and with this, so I was like, all right, that with me, I feel like whatever it is that I love doing this, like what we're doing right here, like
Mhm.
it I just now talk to complete strangers. Like yesterday, I was just talking to this complete stranger dude I met. Like he just happened to like in my path. I went to this place. He had came outside, and I've seen him a couple times at this place before, and I was like, why do I keep running into this dude, man? Like and it's like we step outside and we both in like this little box outside of the establishment. It's like I don't ran into this dude a lot of times here, and I was just like, "Hey man, how you doing?" I just started talking. Man, we must have talked for like 15, 30 minutes. Went back inside, did what I was doing, came back out again. He happened to come back out at the same time, and I was like, we finished the conversation, talking about kids. Turned out we had like a lot in common. Like he was in the military, and he's getting his benefits, like how my son was doing. I was like, oh man, he's a little bit older than me, so we had the military to talk about and what
Yeah.
what we was doing in life. I was like, I do this so effortlessly. It's all I enjoy doing, and I keep getting this tap, this tap, this tap. Like Sean, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Like, but I'm like, fear. It's like, do I give up? Do I give it up and go for it, or hey man, you comfortable? But every day I get the urge to just say, man, go for it. Just do it. Just figure it out. Like if I'm telling you to do this, I got you. But I'm like,
And that
you sure? Ain't I been batting 1,000? Yeah, I know, man, but this is a big one. You want me to give up the house and sell the like and just you asking a lot, man. Like, to go for your dream, sometimes you got to cash out the 401k and quit the
you
job.
got to
Like
do it, yeah.
you got
You
to go
got to dive
all
all the way.
in. You got to
Yeah.
dive all the way in, and it's scary. I get it. It is scary to chase that dream that you feel, and that's why it's called the dream because it's so far. You're like, oh man, that's impossible. Like man, God gave you that dream. That's a vision. That ain't a dream. That's your vision. God put that in you. Hey, I need you mentoring the youth. I need you preaching. I need you talking to married couples. Or I need you, hey, being what this or being that, being that. So then when you do die, say, man, you were supposed to do this, and you knew you was because that feeling that you
That's
talked
it.
about, that tap, that was me, and you knew it was me. You knew I was tapping on you. You know this because, and you're gonna sit there and be like, I do know. Because it's going to. It's not that feeling that you have doesn't go away. Like that dream, it doesn't go away.
Right.
I guarantee you, whatever vision that you've had multiple times.
Hmm.
Like, damn, I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be doing this. I don't know how. All right, let me just go get busy doing something else so I don't think about it. But in your idle thoughts or whatever, man, I'm supposed to be that sports anchor, man. Like, I really want, I'm supposed to be, before you know it, you're 65, and you're like, you die. And it's like, you were supposed to be a sports anchor. I knew it. I knew it the whole time. Yeah, because I told you. That was me. So
Yeah.
I do this shit so effortlessly now talking. Before, I could always yap with the best of them, right? Like, you want to talk, like, tell crack jokes on each other, blah, 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 blah. I could always, I'm real quick, real witty, but now I know how to talk to people. Like,
Right.
actually hold a conversation that doesn't involve some type of joke, some type of one line, or some type of quote from a movie. Like, we can have a conversation. Man, this chick texted me last night. Hey, what you doing? Come over. I said, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I just want to sit here and talk about life with you. And that threw her for a loop, because she like, I guess she's used to most dudes saying, swinging the bat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, I'd rather tell you straight up, but it ain't never gonna be nothing between us, like, ever. So I'd rather be hurt your feelings with the truth than
Yeah.
string you along thinking something finna be something in my heart. Like,
They,
nah,
they
man,
were about to pop out. Yeah.
yeah. So, like, I do this shit so effortlessly because, like I said, I learned how to actually have a conversation now. I can still go back to the one-liners and this, but
Yeah.
so I really do enjoy this, and I hope that somebody hears this and actually gets some benefit from it, or hell, maybe even give me advice on teaching me how to, go for it. Like, hey, man, you want to do it? Like,
Yeah.
here's
I
some advice.
I think being very honest, I think we can both say, um, we are both. I'm going to use by median U.S. definition, pretty successful, but both not doing the thing
That we want to do.
that I think would be our
So
true passion.
imagine this, right? How successful are you at doing something you don't want to do? Imagine how successful you'd be
Yeah.
doing something you fucking love.
We were talking about this the other day because somebody said something that was a compliment, but was also very scary. And I was just kind of talking about how I joined the Navy, yada yada yada. And like I mentioned, I'm in the Navy, and had some level of success over the course of my career. And somebody was like, "Man, you would have been successful in whatever you did."
And whatever you did,
And while that's a compliment,
it hurts.
damn, that's kind of scary to think.
If you
Man,
can
if
be
I had done
successful in
something
something you
I
hate,
really would have loved, I would have been
probably 10
that's
times more successful because you love it. You think about it
and yes,
every day. That's your life now. You love it. You're obsessed with it.
yes. So
Imagine
that's
how successful you'd be when you're pretty, God bless, you're pretty successful over there. Just being real with you. Like, you are pretty, you're one of the most
well,
successful people I know in my life.
well, thank you.
And I'm just like, imagine, like, bro, if you really, and I've been on your ass, man, about that sports anchor stuff, and maybe the vision's changed since then. But buddy, what you waiting on, man? You good to, you got the financial means to take a shot, take a swing. I think that's most
Where is it?
people's. I think that's most
And it's,
people's is they don't have
yeah,
the money to go, like, damn, I can't afford it. That's
yeah,
probably, and it's a mental block. Like, you got to be like, I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna do what it takes to
yeah.
get my dream.
Yeah,
But you can swing that
it's
bat, man.
still a matter of, just like you mentioned, at the end of the day, fear, right? And it seems weird to say this, but it's even harder to overcome fear when you do have comfort, right? When if I was barely scraping by, I may be more willing to really swing that bat than when it's because it's like, am I willing to step out of comfort to take this risk when I'm already comfortable?
How you think you
Like I
got
said,
that
I'm not
comfort?
saying this. I mean, I know exactly how I got this.
Where did that come? Where did your successful lifestyle come from?
Let me say, I think one, and I want to give credit where credit's due, right? I have been extremely blessed, as I will continue to say. I will also say there, some characteristics that I think that I have. And again, this goes back to that conversation of I probably would have been successful in whatever I did, right? There's some things
Right. So it's not the
to
occupation,
include.
it's you. You're
Yeah,
successful. You
yeah,
are blessed, right? So everything that you have, if you consider it a blessing, came from somewhere, right? So I'm
100%.
blessing you in something that you don't even like to do. Imagine what I do for you when it's something I'm telling you to do.
Yeah, 100%.
So
So let me ask, to flip this, right? And we've talked about this. What do you think is stopping you from? And I'm not saying no. I am going to say what is stopping you from quitting your job and saying, "Man, I'm diving in the deep end and I'm going after what it is."
that is
But I
something
believe that the big man is going to show on slide one when I get up there that I was supposed to do.
that I'm still personally dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I'm still having these conversations. I'm still that's 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 uh that's an inner thing that I'm working on. You know what I'm saying?
still
Like
fight. Yeah,
I can't answer what, but I know it's something. So I get ready to start asking that question, and he get ready to answer, and I be like, I don't want to hear the answer to what it is. So that puts me back, like no, and then the fear of staying the same outweighs the pain of change. It's like damn it. I'm sorry, I messed it up. The pain of staying the
yes,
same is greater than the fear of making that change, right?
yeah,
So if it's a relationship, you got to sever with somebody. If it's a job, you have to leave. If it's something that you have to do, but that's a tough ask. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And you want to be like, God, that ain't it. I know that ain't it, God. And God telling you, bro, yes, listen. And then you're like, I'm gonna come back and ask you again later because maybe it changed. So when you get over that hurdle of saying, I'm not supposed to mess with this person, or I got to mend that relationship, or I got to do right by, or ask for forgiveness. Like I got to fix something.
I had to quit this
And
job.
I got to do whatever because in order to get there, because when you like God works on his own time, right?
100%.
There's a reason you ain't got it yet.
Yeah.
There's a reason you ain't got it yet. What's the reason? I mean, because God's waiting to give it to you, but you got to do something for it.
But maybe you're not ready.
You're not ready. So if you don't make a change, you're never going to get ready. So you got to ask,
Yeah.
like, what am I doing in my life that? And we use me for example. Fuck it. What am I doing in my life that is stopping this wife? Or what am I doing in my life that's stopping me from the next promotion? Or what am I doing in my life that? Okay, damn. Yeah, you can't ask for a wife if you swinging that bat every night to a different baseball.
Yeah.
You can't get that next level at that job if you over there finger fucking the time clock. Like, yeah, it's okay. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
for example, like whatever it is you're doing, you know what you're doing, you ain't supposed to be doing. So when you say, man, why ain't move? Why this business ain't taking off, or why this? Well, sometimes you block your own blessings.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Sometimes say not. So I'm figuring out. I'm going through the process of what is blocking my blessings right now. So when I
Okay.
get
I
that
like
answer,
that.
I will definitely divulge that answer. But right now, God ain't done with me yet. He's still working on me. No, at no point in time have I ever said I got this shit figured out and I know all the answers. He's still working on me. So
Yeah.
that's something. If it is what I think it is and what I don't want it to be, well, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But if that's what it is, and I want that next, I got to do it. But buddy,
we won't get into it. We won't get into it because
yeah,
I know what you're insinuating at. But with
buddy,
that,
that's gonna hurt my heart there. But hey, that's part of maturing, right? Making that decision, like, hey man, you batting 1,000. I know you is. I know you batting 1,000 up there, so you got it.
yeah, that's that. And so to kind of wrap this up, I think fear and comfort are tough to overcome. They truly are. Like I said, and like Sean said, neither one we're dealing with this ourselves. We're as a lot of this for us, as we are talking, and let me say this, and we've talked about this. Let me tell you, Sean is amazing at giving advice. But sometimes you'll look at Sean and say, hey, wait a minute, you're telling me to do something that's 100% right, but I feel like you're not doing it, right? And, we talked about this in terms of enjoying life and right? So some of this stuff, he is amazing at giving advice. And I will say this, I don't mean to just only point this at Sean, because I've done this myself. A lot of us know the answers, right? A lot of times they ask you, if you need to give yourself advice, put yourself in the place of if you were a friend, right? Take yourself. What is the advice if somebody was dealing with a situation that you would give to a friend? Do that. Give that advice to yourself. And sometimes we are very good at giving advice to others and very slow at taking advice ourselves. I know I struggle with that myself.
But along those lines of advice, like you said, I'm very great at giving advice, and I'm always giving advice, but sometimes it's unwanted advice, not unwanted from the person, but you're really talking to yourself out loud.
Yeah, that is.
Like, if somebody's like, how you gonna sit there and tell that person to do something that you ain't doing? You talking to yourself right now, but you got to say it out loud to make it feel like, hey, and like my mama, I love her to death. My mama I pick my mama 7 days a week and twice.
Amazingly.
On Sunday,
I love
right?
Shirley B. Yep.
And she is my rock. That's my mama. And I be giving her advice of stuff that I want her to do with her life, but I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you need to travel more. Get up and go do something. And she say, when you gonna do it? Well, I got to go and work. And she was like, nah, shut that shit up. So I'm like, I can't. So, hey, I'm booking a trip to Colombia. So now when I say it to you, I got some backup behind it.
Something to stand on. Yeah.
I got something to stand on. I'm not just telling you shit just to tell you shit, because I'm really just talking to myself.
Correct.
So yes, I do give a lot of unwanted advice and just be talking to myself. So chalk it up to
and
that.
I think we all struggle with that. But like I said, I think the thing that we all need to work on, and hopefully this reaches somebody and touches somebody. God is hitting that shoulder, and he's probably telling you what direction to move in. And sometimes that comfort and that fear is the thing stopping us from maybe truly living that blessed life that we're supposed to.
Because when God tapping that shoulder to go do this, do the right thing, you get another tap at that shoulder. Hey man, you scared? You ain't gonna make it. That shit ain't gonna work. That shit, man. You
that's
gonna lose the house. That's where that fear comes from.
That's a fact too.
That shit, that other tap. We listen more to this tap than we do this tap.
That's a fact.
And when you can start to listen to that tap and cut that, like, man, because a lot, hey man, I listen to that tap a lot. Yeah, man, hit her up on the, swing that back, or go do. But that tap don't never lead to nothing good, man. Nothing positive comes out of that tap. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, go to the store, get you a bottle of liquor, man. Let's forget about all that podcast and shit, man. Let's get drunk tonight. You know what, man? You right, man. Fuck that podcast. And then you be like, damn, I fucked up the church's money, man. I should have did the podcast, man. And nothing good ever come from that tap, man. But when you get to realizing that that's all that is a tap, man, you be like, oh man, you're not finna deter me from my dreams or my goals. Like, I ain't got time for that negativity shit. Go and get. Like, the reason I said you should not accept any behavior from anybody when we started this is like, my mindset now is strictly positive. So, and I don't care who you are in my life. If you come at me with like negativity and this and that, I'm finna hang the phone up, because I don't want nothing negative going in. Every day is a great day. Like, that's my mindset every day now. Because the opposite of that is death. You should be happy every day that God decided, I'm gonna wake you up today. Yeah. I'm waking you up today, man. You're welcome. I'm waking
Blessing
you up.
Number. Yep.
Yeah, you welcome. Hey, thank you. Hey, you didn't have to. Like, somebody didn't wake up today.
Somebody did not. Yeah.
Somebody's family is torn, like, broken. Like, could you? Hey, thanks, man. I wake up like, hey, shit. Now there was a point in my life where I wanted to not wake up. Like, I didn't care. I was like, man, wait a minute, man. You got to stop tapping on me, man. So I said all that to say, man, only accept what you want in your life. and how you want to be treated. And that's how you should move forward in life. Want to be around those positive people and influences and whatever it is you decide to do in life. And don't accept anybody's disrespect or how they treat you, and settle for that because you think you're not worthy of what you want. Go get what you want.
There it is. That's the good word. With that, we're going to get up out of here. Again, thank you guys for rocking with us. Please like, subscribe. Like I said, we are going to absolutely get on a consistent schedule of posting and making sure we're getting this content to you guys. Thank you for rocking with us, Shine. You got anything before we get up out of here?
Hey, man, y'all be safe out there, man. Y'all have a good weekend, man. Like it, subscribe it, share it, pass it. It take 1 sec. Just hit that button, man. You never know who might need
That's
to hear
it.
some of this stuff.
All right, y'all. We out.